Okay, hi everyone. It's the 25th of May 2020, and I'm once again going to play the weekly Funbridge Rombaut tournament. It's over here, and see how we go. Fun Rombaut. Quite a good number of people play this tournament, so I quite like it. I'll try to keep it interesting and try to talk through my thought processes as we go. The top score is 75%, and we have 166 people playing it. Probably by the time it finishes, it'll be somewhere around 200 or so. Let's have a go. First board, we have a good hand and partners opened. Going to respond to heart here, 10 points, a bit scattered. None of the honours are supporting one another. So that's interesting. Partner's got heart support. So what are the good things about my hand? That I have a fifth heart. I have the ace of clubs. They're very good things. The queen of diamonds is a bit of a questionable value. In a suit partner hasn't bid. King of spades is also not certain to be a trick. However, my left-hand opponent's not bidding spades, so that's a good thing. Let's have a look at the options here. Between 4 and 6 cards in spades and at least 4 hearts. A hand with the hope of playing the game. I think I'm going to do that. I think it's just a little bit too good to be passing 2 hearts with this quite nice 10-point hand. So this is what I call a long suit trial bid. It's saying to partner, I have something in spades, but I need a bit of help in that suit. I have some holding, a 3 or 4 card holding in that suit, but tell me whether you have a bit of help for me in spades. For instance, if partner has 3 small spades, I wouldn't want to be playing game here. Well, partner's made a decision there, and so we're in 4 hearts. So it might be a bit close. Also, I have an 8 loser hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in hearts, 4, 5 in spades, 6, 7 in diamonds, and a club loser makes 8. So partner, if they have a bit extra with a 6 loser hand, we could have a chance of game. So that's why I've gone for this particular auction. Also, I probably could have pointed out that a bit of hand visualization would have been good to visualize what might be in my partner's hand, like king, queen of clubs, ace of hearts, king of diamonds would probably be pretty good to cut my losers down. Anyway, he hasn't got that. The good news is here now we've got a potential way of getting rid of a club if they don't switch to clubs, but they probably will. Probably win here. Partner had 9, 14 points. I had 10. That's 24. 16 missing. East hasn't got 12 because he didn't open. I think he's going to switch to a club here, which unfortunately will mean I have a club loser as well. Oh, he didn't. He didn't. That was a mistake. So now that I can get rid of my club on the king of diamonds, I want to get the trumps out as fast as possible. So I'm going to, I think, play small to the king is probably the best way of, probably the best way of doing that. I'm a bit concerned about a diamond. Oh, actually, I'm not concerned about. Oh, yeah, I'm concerned about a diamond rush because that would stop me from getting rid of the club on the king of diamonds. They're not testing me here. He followed on the heart. So at this stage, I can just claim. Yeah, I think I only need to ruff 1 spade in dummy, right? So I only need to ruff 1 spade in dummy. I'm going to get a club away on the king of diamonds. So let's see if they'll accept a claim for 11 tricks. Thank you. They know that I'm sort of smart enough to draw trumps. 90%. That seemed awfully easy. This time I have another 10-point hand. Lots of 10-point hands. Nothing special about this one. I certainly don't think this is an opening hand. Some 11-point hands I upgrade. 1 club from my partner. Oh, this is a good thing. Let's say a spade. Remember, when your partner opens a minor, your first duty is to say a major if you have it. Well, a pretty shabby 10 points. A game with the honours pretty but well split. I only have 1 10, so there's no particular reason for thinking we can make 3 no trumps here. So just pass. We've got between 22 and 24 points. and try to make as many tricks as possible. We have a little bit of a problem in diamonds. Let's count our winners because it's no trumps. 1, 2 in spades, 1 in hearts, and 2 in clubs is 5. Well, the king only has one chance to shine, and it's now. That person could have led from something like ace, 10, 9, and some others. That would be a reasonable lead to lead the 10 from a holding like that. King's not going to do any good next time. I don't really expect this to win, but let's see. It did. All right. So what should we do here? How should we play for this contract to make? We have a diamond trick. They're going to run a lot of diamonds when they get in. I think I'll go for the clubs because the queen of spades may drop later, so I may not even need to worry about conceding the lead there. So let's lead a club. Kind of keen to duck this into the east hand as well, if possible, because he may not know that he can continue diamonds safely. So I've got to lose a club anyway, so let's do that. Now they're going to come with probably a slew of diamonds. The 5 and the 10 of diamonds below trick 1. Oh, he switched. Nice. Well, knowing the robots as I do, I don't think he's underled the king there. He's got the ace of hearts. Should I jump up with the king or not? Probably not. I think the robots have led passively there. So I think quite a good play here is potentially to duck that. I don't think the king of hearts is in this person's hand. I don't think he'd lead away from that. Should I duck? If I duck, he's going to switch back to diamonds, and they will take 4 diamonds at least, maybe more. So I don't think it's a good idea to duck. Let's test and see whether the clubs are coming home or not. Please break 3-2 because I won't get many tricks if you don't. Right, that's good. Now, I guess I'll play some more. Let them see what discards they come up with. So it's quite good when you're in trouble to force them to make some discards. So the person on east started with 3 to the queen. And a diamond went away. And a spade went away, a big spade. It doesn't look like a very good discard, that. I don't think he's going to discard from the queen of spades. I have 5 tricks. So I can cash out for 7, but I think I know the robots and I don't think they're going to discard from the queen of spades. I really don't. I guess I could even play for 9 tricks now by running the jack of spades. He started with 3 clubs and I assume longish diamonds. Should I cash out for 7? I don't know that 7 will be that great. I don't think he's discarded from the queen of spades. So this way I keep the suit fluid. If it happens to be distributed 3-3, if this loses, I'm not going to take another trick. Whew. So this kept the suit fluid in case it's breaking 3-3 all the way through. And then I'll get a ridiculous number of tricks. No, it's not breaking, he's discarding. Yep. Notice though that spade discard really was very telling that he's really not going to discard from under the queen of spades, I don't think. Don't really expect to get another trick now. Let's see what happens. Got 8, that's pretty good. Unless he's heart-bound, and I didn't really watch, but I don't think he is. I don't think I'm getting him more tricks. Okay. Come on, let's get it over with. At the table, I would have probably just put it down and said no more tricks. Yeah, King of Hearts was in the other hand. Yeah, the robots are very passive. It's something else to note when you're playing on Funbridge. Well, I got 90% for that as well. Yeah, because they could have done better. Oh, I won't look at how. Wow, what a hand this is. However, strong two suitors, I don't like opening with two club bids. It's just too hard to get both your suits in. Here, I don't really expect the bidding to die. Someone's going to have long spades and long diamonds. So let's just open a heart, even though we have got, what have we got? 10, 14, 19 points. Huge 19 points. 3 diamonds. A fit and an invitational hand between 8 and 10 points. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, I want to make some sort of move to slam here because I have a 2-loser hand. If partner has the ace of spades and the ace of hearts, I'm probably good for how many? Oh, he's got 4 hearts. Wow, yeah. So this is Bergen. So this is a form of Bergen. Jump to 3 of a minor shows a good hand with support for partner's major. So if he's got the ace of spades and the ace of hearts, I'm probably good for 13 tricks, one way or the other. So I definitely want to make a move towards slam. So 3 hearts is nothing, 3 spades is a control in spades, 3 no trumps, hope of slam, 4 clubs, a control in clubs. Also, if partner had the king of diamonds, I don't know if they. Oh yes, they do. Cupid second rank control. So if partner had the ace of spades and the king of diamonds, that would be a good thing as well. So let's see whether the problem is here that the fact that we don't have a control in spades, but this will tell partner. So that's the other good thing about this bid is it tells partner I have got 2 quick losers in spades. 4 diamonds. He's got the king of diamonds. Fantastic. What has he got? He's got the king of diamonds, and he has 8 to 10 points. So he doesn't have both the other aces. So we've got the king of diamonds, but he doesn't have both the other aces. So that's a problem because if he has the ace of spades and the king of diamonds, that would be fine. King of diamonds is in a way a wasted value. I was really hoping he'd go to, I suppose he has to bid. Well, if I don't have control in spades, see with a human partner, I should know that if I'm interested in slam, there's 4 clubs is showing a lot of interest in slam. I don't have interest in spades. I must have the other suits covered because I wouldn't be interested in slam if I had 2 uncovered suits. So I'm going to stop in 4 hearts. Oh, was that an alert? Oh, all right, good, good. Because I think he just needs the right cards. He's got the king of diamonds. Yeah, see if he had the ace of spades and the king of diamonds, then yeah, see it's also that would also be a problem on a spade lead. Say he had the ace of hearts was the ace of spades, I still wouldn't have slam because I don't have the entries to right to put the ace of hearts into the ace of spades. How am I going to get rid of a spade unless he leads a diamond? If he led a diamond, then I could. But say on a spade lead, knocking out the ace, how do I come to hand and then get back to dummy? Dummy doesn't have the ace of hearts, it has the ace of spades. So pleased that we didn't get to slam here. Obviously, we've got two quick losers here. So what do we got? We got one. Well, let's just see if these hearts are breaking. If they're breaking, I'm going to claim 13 tricks because I've got 5, 10, 11, 12, and I can rough a spade. I've got all the tricks. Oh, come on. Haven't I got all the tricks? Oh, maybe got 12. Yeah, I got 12 tricks. Let's just work that out again. I can get a spade away. Yeah, okay. So I'll claim for 12. Sorry about that. Yes, of course. 12. Just look at that again. I'd hate to claim for less. Yeah, I can get the spade away on the king of diamonds, but where am I going to get my other spade into my hand away? And I can only get one away from dummy. So let's claim for 12. Does that, it'd be quicker to play the hand out, wouldn't it? 11 tricks plus 2. Yes, correct. So that should be good in that if they'd let a spade, although I guess it's the same thing's going to, yeah, same thing happened at every table. Oh, a couple of people were in slam. Well, of course, if you get to slam and they don't let a spade, that's great. What a fantastic hand this is. Wow. Normally, I don't like opening two clubs, game forcing with a long minor because the hand has to really, really be up to it. But here, this is such a fantastic hand. What have we got? 8, 11, 17, 23 points and 2 losers. So this is fine to open. Don't normally like opening 2 clubs and rebidding 3 clubs. 2 no trumps. Wow. So my plan was partner's almost certainly going to bid 2 diamonds and I'll bid 3 clubs to show a game forcing hand in clubs. 8 and 11 points and I've got this. Whoa. So we could have a grand slam here. I mean, basically, basically if partner's got the 2 aces I'm missing, we're into grand slam. So let's just see. I guess we can take things slowly, at least 6 cards. Yep, let's see. I'm not going to stop in 3 no, right. I wasn't going to stop in 3 no trumps on this hand, I don't think. Right, he's got club support. This just gets better and better and better. I don't normally like using 4 no trumps to ask for aces when a minor suit is agreed. So, you know, usually it's better to have a different arrangement. Here, 4 clubs would be quite good to play as Roman key card Blackwood here because we're not going to end. I've already said I've got a game force hand and partner said they've got a good hand. So really this should show more than just a fitting clubs. In my opinion, it should show a fitting clubs and asking for aces. But anyway, with the robots, let's find out how many aces they've got. If they've got both, we're bidding 7 no trumps. Good thing about this hand is I suppose there was a slight risk that I figured they had to have an ace. I mean, where are their values? Yeah, it's possible actually partner could have had none. See, that would have been a problem if partner had no aces. He would have bid 5 diamonds and I'd bid too high. 5 no trumps I don't think would be to play. 1 or 4 key cards. Well, the obvious thing is to bid 6 clubs, but at pairs, I just think a lot of people are going to be in 6 clubs. He's got 8 to 11 points and 1 ace, so he has 4 points elsewhere. Quite likely to be the king of spades. If he's got the king of spades, 6 no trumps is cold as. Yeah, let's bid 6 no trumps. Yeah, let's bid 6 no trumps. I just don't think 6 clubs is going to be a particularly good score. Everyone's going to bid slam on this, or most people are. There is a slight risk that on a spade lead, knocking out my ace of spades, I'll be in big trouble. Ooh, yes, and I would have been. Phew, dodged a bullet there. Yeah, I should have mentioned that if partner doesn't have the king of spades, they might not lead a spade. They don't know what to lead. So, wow, very lucky there. I think I can claim this hand because I'm just going to knock out the ace of diamonds. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11. So yes, I do need to knock out the ace of diamonds. So I'm just going to claim for 12 tricks. 6 no trumps making. That's better than 6 clubs. No, wow, I'm running at 83% after 4 boards. Spade. Another pretty good hand. 2 hearts seems normal. Shows a 5 card suit and at least 10 points or 11. Wow. Yeah, well, I think it's good enough even though it says 11 there. Normally I play this as 10 plus. And a 5 card suit. If I only had a 4 card suit, I'd bid. If I only had a 4 card suit, I'd double over 1 spade. So here we are again. We've got to decide whether we want to play game. I have 2 losers in spades, 1 in hearts, 1 in clubs, and 3 in diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The king of clubs is quite likely to be a trick because it's likely whatever points over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loser hand. Partner should have a 7 loser hand for their opening, and therefore we should really have enough for a game. But yeah, it's not certain, is it? I think because my long suit is partner's long suit. I mean, let's again do some hand visualization of what partner could have. 3 to the queen and hearts, and ace, king, queen, and another diamond. That would mean I'd have 2 spades to lose and a club if the ace of clubs is in their hands, which is really likely. But I've just found an 11-point hand that's got an excellent chance for game. Oh, I don't know why we're back here again. Okay. What happened? Oh, I'm going to have to stop the video, I think, because something just went wrong. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I just clicked on exit and went back in, and we're back here where we are. Okay, I'm going to bid 4 hearts. It might be a slight overbid. I have only got 10 points. Partners show 12, a weak hand. Yeah, I just kind of like this hand. The king of clubs looks good. Length in partner suit. On the downside, if any finesses will possibly be losing. Let's give it a go. If you're going to get a really high score, you've got to get a high score on every board. Okay. Partner's diamonds are a disappointment, and he doesn't have the queen of hearts. So he's got a bit of, but on the plus side, he's got 2 aces, which is fantastic. My king of clubs definitely is a trick. So I have a spade loser, maybe a heart loser, and some diamond losers. The diamonds look pretty sick. I think it's a good idea to duck here. I don't think that's a singleton because it would put this person with 7 spades, and I don't think that's very likely. So they've got king, queen, jack, 9. But by ducking, I can sort of win the ace and then rough one if I want, that kind of thing. I might try to catch this person on east in an end play here. Let's count up the points. Partner had 12, I had 10, that's 22. So there is 18 missing, which is a lot of points. Person over here's got king, queen, jack, and another. So I guess the ace of diamonds could be on side. I don't normally do this, but I'm keen to rough out this spade. Clearly the spades are breaking 5-3 because the person on my left led the 2 and now they followed with the 5. So the spades, I'm kind of keen to see if I can just get some sort of an end play going on east. If I eliminate the hearts and the spades, and then try to somehow duck a diamond into his hand, small to the 9 maybe. Let's try this play. So whenever you've got trumps in both hands at the end, which is a possibility if he has only a doubleton heart, which is quite likely. Let's cash 1 heart, but I can't cash 2 hearts. Because if the hearts don't break, I won't make many tricks at all because we're kind of playing no trumps now. I haven't got more spade stoppers. Well, that's good. We've got the 2 and the 4. No idea what that tells me. So now let's try this technique again to see if we can rough out the suit and try to get him on play at the end to give me another trick. Might have to pause. It's back. So my thinking is here that if he's got the Queen of Hearts as his only entry card, all right, let's try the diamonds now. Well, I don't think the aces. If he's got the jack, it's quite likely he's got the queen. Might have the Queen of Hearts as well, possibly, but I've got a feeling the ace is over there. I mean, he's got king, queen, jack, 10. Now the queen. Hang on, if I cover, all my diamonds are good. Well, that's good. I mean, I suspect that he's got ace 10 doubleton. But it doesn't matter, does it? Because, yeah, all mine are good. Wow, the 10 dropped. Okay. Now, does he have, if he has the queen of hearts and he has to lead it, see, now he can't attack spades anymore because, oh, they've got 3 already. Oh, yeah, he's going to rough this with the queen. No, he doesn't. So I have to rough. Oh, yeah, now yeah, I can't make this now. So I didn't count my tricks well enough on the way through. Well, I have to rough it. I don't think that 7 of hearts is going to come good. So I guess I just got to hope here that, where am I? Dummy, yeah. They've got 3 already. They're going to get another one. Okay, 1 off. Should have passed. He had doubleton queen by the looks of it. Yeah, we've only had 2 rounds of, we've only had 2 rounds, so I've got to play a diamond, let them rough. Otherwise, I'm 2 off. Oh, he did have the 3rd heart. Oh, that plan was never going to work. But it's unlikely that the 3rd heart was in that hand. A bit more likely 3 hearts were there. 1 off, that won't be so good. Still 62%. 60. Why do I get 62% for that? Because there are some people going 2 off. There's some people in 4 hearts going 3 off. Wow, okay. Next. Another fantastic hand. Not many points, but wow, what a hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, right. So this is one of my little toys. I read some time ago about a rule called the Bobby Richman rule. It was named after a bridge pro who used to live here in Sydney called Bobby Richman. He was originally from the US, but I think lived most of his life, adult life, here in Australia, and he was a bridge pro, something of a mercurial character. Anyway, he had a rule, someone told me, that whenever he has a hand with only 6 losers, he opens. So even with these weak 6-5, the hand's just got so much trick-taking potential that he opens. So I've been a big adherent of that for a few years, and I've tried it, and I've got to say that nothing bad has ever happened. I think the worst thing that can happen is that the opponents might bid and your partner then doubles them at the high level, and you may have to consider removing it because you don't have enough points for your opening bid. So Bobby Richman rule, let's see how it works here. The idea is you open a spade. If you don't find a spade fit, you keep on bidding diamonds. You don't accept a no trump contract. All right, 1 no trump. We play a force in 1 no trump. So here I clearly just got a 2 diamond bid, bid out my shape. Always better to show partner your shape. I don't want to play no trumps with this hand. So I just want to say to partner, I have a shapely hand. I'm not interested in no trumps. If you bid 3 no trumps, I'm glad he didn't bid 3 no trumps. I would have had to decide what to do. I think a trump lead would have been quite good here because partner showed extreme shortage in spades. Anyway, we've got a club loser, a heart loser, and a lot of spade losers, and maybe a diamond loser. Okay. Ace of heart, ace of clubs, the 6, not sure what that means. Oh, okay, just going to cash his aces. Maybe the 6 was discouraging. So I don't suppose he's going to be silly enough to play another club. Suggest he's got the queen of diamonds, maybe, that he didn't lead a diamond. Well, I'm not covering that because I don't believe the king is in that hand. Anyway, discard, well, yeah, I guess it might be nice not to have to rough, but let's see what happens. Kind of got no other play here but to start roughing out my spades. Let's see what happens. Got some good pips in spades. Rough that. Obviously, if the diamonds are 4-1, I could be in a bit of trouble here. Notice how they've got a heart fit, right? So they've got 8 hearts. So, you know, they can make something. They've got the ace king clubs, an 8-card heart fit. They've got some spade values. So they can probably make 2 hearts or something. So Not too concerned about going off. The 9. Well, that's good. 10, 8, 7 looking pretty healthy. Could be a singleton, but it could also be 9 Jack Queen or 9 Jack Queen King. So who knows? I just got to rough it. If it gets over roughed, well, that's just bad luck. Got nothing else to do with these spades. Got to try to get rid of them. The King, well, that doesn't necessarily mean it was 9 King Doubleton. However, what have we got? 9 King. The Queen was in dummy. So there's only the Jack out now. Yeah, so now I don't mind drawing trumps, and I'm just going to happy to give up a trick to a spade. I've only lost 2 so far. We'll try the diamond finesse. I suspect Queen of Diamonds may be on my left, but we'll see, because he should have really led a trump, I think. 10. Well, if that's a true card, then if the Queen is on my left, it's guarded anyway. Oh, happy days. All right, I can claim conceding 1 trick to the top spade. I'll draw trumps. So my next move is to draw the King of Diamonds and then play a spade. That's one nice thing about the robots. They do accept pretty well. Wow, 78%. This is going extraordinarily well. Another huge hand, 20 points. I'm going to open this hand 2 no trumps. It's close to a balanced hand. The singleton and the minor is even safer, because it does indicate that partner's unlikely to transfer to that. So that's some form of Stayman. Oh, it's 4 in hearts or 4 in spades. I'm just looking here because the robots play all sorts of strange things. 5 card heart suit, 5 card spade suit, 3 no trumps is, well, that's weird. But anyway, the robots play this at, if you want to show 4 in hearts and 4 in spades, you've got to bid 3 no trumps. With my normal partner, I'd be bidding 3 diamonds here to deny a 5 card major and maybe show a 4 card major. Anyway, the robots play this rather strange form of Stayman, and partner has passed that. So presumably partner's got good cards in the minors. Well, the diamonds are not great, but they're just good enough. Did I show? Why did he leave me there? I did show. Hang on. Oh. I thought they showed 4 in hearts and 4 in spades. Oh, I've made a mistake here. All right. That's not good. All right. Well, all we can do here is oh yeah, I somehow misread that. Bugger. All right. Obviously, I can only afford to lose the lead once. So I have 2 diamonds. Yeah, they've kind of got to put me back in dummy later. So I don't mind. I really want to get the ace of hearts out before I have to tackle the clubs. How many tricks have I got to make to get a good score here? I could try going across the King of Hearts. Maybe I can try getting to dummy twice to take 2 club finesses. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go across to dummy. I hope to get to dummy with the King of Hearts. He's thinking, so that's a good sign. It's gone haywire again. I'll put it on pause. Okay, it eventually came back. I had to kill off the app and restart it. Well, that's a good thing. But he's about to. So I should be. I didn't say, but I should be in 4 spades here, right? Much better contract, because I haven't got the threat of this diamond situation. Oh my god, that's terrible. Right. So now it's all or nothing. So I should have considered how many tricks are people going to make in 4 spades. If the spades break normally, you're going to lose a spade trick and a heart. You're going to make 11 tricks. So that implies that I've also got to make 11 tricks to get a better score. 10 tricks probably won't be that good a score. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming the club finesse is on side because club finesse is not on side. I'm just way down. So assume the club finesse is on side. What can I do? I can play smalls with the queen of clubs. I could go back to the heart and play the jack of clubs. Where's the 10 though? Play small to the queen, then so it's all a matter of where I think the queen and where I think the 10 is actually. Um, hmm. I can get back there, can't I? I can play the small club to the queen. Yeah, it's very hard to know, really. Hmm. Uh, he could have king 10 and another, or the 10 could drop. I suppose it makes more sense to, or he could have king doubled and there could be 3 to the 10 here. Yeah, that would probably work. Perhaps that's the thing to try. Small to the queen, cash the ace, hope the king drops. I suppose I should look at making the contract as well. If I play small to the queen, then I'm kind of reliant on the king to drop next. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play this and hope that he covers. Trouble. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, it worked. It worked. Well, he wouldn't be ducking. He wouldn't be ducking. That means I can. Oh, I should have lived in it. Oh no, I can go back to dummy. If so, even if he shows out, I can get back to dummy and finessing it. Oh, I don't even have to. Oh, all right, that's interesting. Well, let's cash the hearts and see what happens. Well, that's good. I could get an insanely good score out of this. I can get back to dummy at the end with the 9 of clubs, right? Now, they're not going to throw their spades away because they've got lots of diamonds. So really, it's silly. It's silly to play for 12 tricks. I'm not following what's going on anymore, but yeah, all right. May as well see if someone unguards their spades. Who knows? It's possible. So that was King 10x on side. Wow, that's an incredibly lucky result. I'm sure when I was looking at that 3-0 trump bid before that it told me that it was showing 4 in each major. So I'm going to get a top for this. Undeserved. We're in the wrong contract. The king clubs in the other hand, I'm miles off. And also lucky partner had the king of diamonds doubled. And not finessing there. All right. Okay. Claim 11. 100%. 100% out of 148 people because I was the only person. I'm sure it showed. I'm going to have a look at the video later. I'm sure it showed me that 3-0 trumps. Anyway, I'm on 81%. That's insane. I've never had a score like that. One diamond. Two hearts. Fourth suit. It's getting interesting. 5 diamonds. Oh my god. Now what? Wasn't really watching our clubbers, but that's 4 suit forcing. So this person's obviously a club of spade, 3 diamonds, pretty short in hearts. Oh, do I double this or not? Against human players, I don't think I would because they're in the wrong contract. Maybe I shouldn't because it could get me a very bad score if they make. But I've got a feeling quite a lot of people will. Looks like he might have five clubs, three diamonds, one heart, and four spades. It also tells the declarer how to play the hand, but I've got four of them. Doesn't look like they've really got a fit. Look, I'll double. If I get a bad board, I'm on a high score anyway. Just because I want to beat the people who didn't double. I guess it's going to happen when I say I wouldn't against human players, because against human players I would think they're probably in the wrong contract. But when the robots bid to five diamonds unopposed, it's probably going to happen at every table. I'll eat a heart. I don't like attacking declarers long suit. I certainly don't want to touch clubs, middle up down. That is a bad dummy. That's why I don't like opening a club and rebidding a spade on these hands. You know, the way I play is much better to open a club and bid a spade on a hand where you've got shape. So what happened with that trick? It's 5 to 10 ace. So that looks like it's good in that it didn't cost us a trick, I don't think. Although, yeah, partner may have the queen. Anyway, I'm going to play a high one to show us that I'm with an even number. Queen of diamonds is in the wrong hand for me, so I'm in no, and the clubs are wrong for me. This is looking good, yeah. Is he going to finesse? Yes, he didn't. Huh, should have. I might have dodged a bullet here. Just want to confirm my middle up down. Fantastic. Now, as long as he's not voiding clubs, I'm all good. That dummy provides no discard, so yeah, I was a little lucky that the dummy wasn't better here. Yeah, I think I have to play the ace of clubs because the chance the spades were 4-3-3. I wasn't really watching there, but anyway, let's cash another top diamond. I think I dodged a bullet here. And a small club. Let's hope it. I don't think it's going to get roughed. He'd have to have a lot of clubs, my partner. Well, that was lucky. If he'd taken that diamond finesse, I think he was making, and he probably should have, because he's got to think, what am I doubling on? Ooh, that was like, oh, my partner's got the queen 10 of spades. Well, that was extremely lucky. Wow, I finished with 83%. I've never had a score like that before. Okay, I think I might be. Oh, I am. I'm leading that tournament. That's kind of amazing. All right, nice to play. That's a good one. And I'll come back before the tournament ends and have a look at what the final result is. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, the tournament's nearly finished. Let's go back and have a look how I did. I want to particularly look at all the boards where the robots made mistakes. Yeah, currently first out of 195. So let's go back and have a look at all the boards because I think the robots gave me gifts that I didn't deserve on almost every board here. First board, 4 hearts. I made 11 tricks. Watch again. So here we got the diamond lead from the Jack Doubleton. That seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, so there, look, to be honest, it's a little hard for East to know that he needs to return a club. I mean, Dummy does have weak clubs after a 1 club opening, but with 6 diamonds, I suppose you're going to hope that your partner's Jack is a singleton. If it is, then yeah, you can get another trick from returning the diamond. So that's what happened, and now because he doesn't have an entry, the East hand anymore, there's no way of giving a rough. And of course, with this hand, it's very, very tempting to lead a diamond, a shortage when you have the ace of trumps. So That mistake from the robots is totally understandable. It says I could have made a 4-heart contract because, yeah, if they switch to a club, I'm going to lose 3 tricks. Second hand, I could have made a 3-heart contract. So let's have a look at this. However, on a 4-3 fit, I'm not realistically going to get into a heart contract. So here, yeah, this is a correct technical lead from ace 10 9 8 2. You lead the 10, top of an internal sequence. The king wins, and now, yeah, the play here was to lead a small club and duck it into this hand. So this person doesn't know that the diamonds are wide open. But the problem was at trick 1. The problem was at trick 1. I reckon that the West player here should put the queen of diamonds underneath the king. It can't cost because the 10 must be the top of some sort of sequence. So putting the queen under the king, well, you don't throw away high cards for nothing unless it was a singleton. And in that case, yeah, and in that case, still this person would continue diamonds. So let's say the queen of diamonds is put under the king to announce that I've either got a singleton queen or queen jack, and I just want to let you know the suit's running, because from this person's point of view, yeah, there's a sequence 10 9 and probably possibly 8, so your queen jack are unnecessary. So there, this person could have helped better. And then what happened was I ducked into this hand. He didn't know he could continue diamonds safely because I could have had queen small remaining. So he decided to exit passively with a heart, and then I cashed my clubs, and on the third round of clubs he threw the 8 of spades away. And then I was able to deduce that he probably wouldn't do that with the queen, so I was able to run the jack. The reason I took the jack first round finesse is if they were breaking 3-3, I would have made 4 spade tricks. But here I was happy enough just to get 8 tricks in that point, and so that gave me a score that I didn't deserve. I probably should only deserve to get 7 tricks. Let's have a look at the next one. Well, the next one, this was the one where we do have 2 quick losers in spades, but if they don't lead a spade, they don't get it. So that happened at a lot of tables. Some people got a very high score by bidding to 6 hearts. So I guess I missed out a bit there, but I just was a bit concerned during the auction that, as I mentioned, this person's got the king of diamonds. The 4 diamond bid tells me that, and therefore I know they don't have both the aces. So there's a problem in that I may well lose an ace and a spade trick if a spade's led. So I stopped low there. Could have had a huge score there, but didn't. Some people were off in 6 hearts. I'm not sure how that happens, a spade lead. Yeah, okay, maybe a different auction for whatever reason at that table. The robot led a spade. Let's just have a quick look again. Yeah, it's actually a good idea to lead an ace against a slam contract in pairs scoring, because by doing that you make sure that most of the times the opponents don't score an undeserved over trick. So you get your ace in. I read that in a book one time, although I don't like leading aces when I've got ace nothing. They're saying in this sort of scoring, percentage scoring, where it may just be very important to keep it to 12 tricks, it's not a bad idea to lay down your ace so you get a trick, and you're therefore beating all the people who concede 13 tricks when declarer can get 13 tricks in the other 3 suits. And here, of course, there's a massive windfall because you lead the ace of spades and partner in courage and you cash the first 2 tricks. Here I went for 6 no trumps. Again, I could have been made to look very silly here, but again, it's very hard for this person to lead a spade away from the king jack against 6 no trumps. Against 6 no trumps, you want to make a safe lead, and certainly leading a heart from 5 small is pretty safe. But unfortunately, a spade lead would kill me because I've only got 11 tricks and I have to touch diamonds, and when I touch diamonds, they're going to cash a spade. So I'll just have to run for 11 tricks on a spade lead there. So that was a bit lucky. However, I did choose 6 no trumps here because there were just so many cards my partner could have had that would have made 6 no trumps good. The king of spades really effectively is the only card I absolutely need partner to have. And yeah, maybe that was lucky. But yeah, they just don't know to lead a spade. This guy, well, I'm not sure what he would lead if he was on lead, but anyway, that was a little lucky. Yeah, he got a very high percentage there. So really, some of my scores were due to a bit of luck. Here, 4 hearts. This was probably the most interesting hand in terms of the play. I could have possibly stopped in 3 hearts here. I think maybe I was a little bit pushy. Spade lead, figure out their 5-3. Then I decided to go for this line of trying to end play this person. Playing him sort of for 2 hearts, maybe doubleton queen, and trying to get him to lead a suit at the end, such that I had a rough discard. Didn't like the idea of leading king and another heart, because if the hearts don't break, I could be in real trouble if they start making me rough spades and then I lose control of the hand totally. So I think it looks right there not to cash 2 hearts. So the play here then proceeded. I decided then to eliminate the club suits. At this point, I've eliminated the black suits. There are still 3 hearts out. I'm playing for hearts to be 3-2 because I can't possibly make it for 4-1. And then when the jack came in, it looked like it was from jack queen, so duck looks like a good idea. Now my heart diamonds are all high, but unfortunately now, see, if he'd exited a heart, he did well to exit a spade here. If he'd exited a heart, yeah, I'm making, right? I could just let it run around to the jack, draw the other one, and my diamonds are good. So yeah, the robot did a good thing there. That was a tricky hand. 3 diamonds here. Well, this was pretty simple. This was the one, well, again, the benefit of opening, the Bobby Richman rule. This was a very simple hand, really. They cashed a couple of aces. I roughed. I've got nothing to do but try to rough some spades. And now, with only the jack beating all my other spades, I then just start to look to draw trumps. And at that point, I can draw the last trump, give up a spade, make the rest. So draw the last trump, give up a spade, rough whatever they turn back, and my spades are all good. So you can see the power of the 6-5 hand. Here, well, this was a misclick. Now I'm sure, yeah, I did misread it. I'm sure I've seen elsewhere where this 3-no trump bid means both majors for the robots. Maybe it's the bridge-based robots, but I definitely have seen somewhere, or maybe it was after 1-no trump, 2 clubs, 2-no trumps promises both majors. For some reason, I just missed the word denies. Look, it says this bid denies and denies, and for some reason I read it as shows 4 hearts in cards in hearts and 4 cards in spades. So here I think it's really good to open 2-no trumps, because this is an awkward hand to show otherwise. The problem with opening a club is the opponents can preempt you in diamonds possibly. I mean, you can open a club, and if partner says a major, you just raise it, but it's better for me to play the hand rather than the weak hand. So here, 2-no trumps, 3 clubs from partner says I've got interest in a major. The way I like to play is that if I have a 5-card major, which is possible with a 2-no trump opening, as far as I'm concerned, I bid the major. So 2-no trumps, 3 clubs, 3 hearts or 3 spades shows 5 cards in that major. If I don't have that, I bid 3 diamonds. It says, partner, I don't have 5 cards in a major. Over that, partner can do something called puppet Stayman, which, well, 3 clubs is puppet Stayman, but if it goes 2-no trumps, 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, I don't have a 5-card major, partner can bid the major that they don't have if they are interested, if they do have a 4-card major. First of all, if partner doesn't have a 4-card major, they might have been looking for a 5-card major, they just go to 3-no trumps. But if partner is still interested in a 4 major contract, then over my 3 diamonds, partner should bid the major that they don't have. So here they should bid 3 hearts. Alert, it shows 4 cards in spades. What's the benefit of this? The benefit of this is that I will almost always become declarer. So here, for example, if partner bids 3 spades, oops, they just stole the declarership, and the lead might come through the ace queen of clubs, for instance. Better for partner to bid 3 hearts showing a 4-card spade suit, and I can then jump to 4 spades, and I'm declarer with the strong hand, with the lead at trick 1 coming around to the strong hand is what you normally want to do. Anyway, that was extremely fortunate. So I can only afford to lose the lead once. So I decided to try to maximize my entries to dummy by hoping the ace of hearts was in that hand. Now I have 2 entries to dummy, because one of them is going to be then putting me back in there with the diamond. Now I have another entry to dummy. So now I thought for a long time and decided eventually to lead the jack of clubs. That will win really well if there's a singleton 10 in this hand. Mind you, even then a small club to the queen would be good. Led the jack because I think I decided if it got covered, first of all, if the king's offside, I know I'm way down, so I just have to assume the king is onside. If the king gets covered, I thought I might get some extra information maybe by maybe playing a couple of rounds of hearts. I could play queen of hearts, king of hearts, and then make a decision as to who might have the 10 of clubs. So that was the idea. Jack, king, ace, couple of rounds of hearts, queen, small to the king, and then make a decision on whether I was going to finesse again in clubs by running the 9 of clubs. But when he didn't cover the jack, it actually made my life, he should cover the jack, made my life a lot easier. So if he covers the jack, then I'm going to have to be in a position where I guess what's going on, whereas here I've now got no more guessing to do. I have to play small to the queen here because I can't afford to run the 9 to the 10, which could be sitting over here. It is true that playing the jack loses when this person has a singleton king. So that's true, and I didn't think about that at the table. Anyway, that was extremely fortunate that I was able to pick up all the suits and make 11 tricks, and therefore beat the people that made 11 tricks in 5 spades for an absolute top. If I do make 11, well, actually, if I make 11 tricks in 5 spades, I get 90% anyway. So I was probably going to get 90% if I had read that correctly anyway. Although I suppose it depends again how I play the clubs. So the whole hand depends a lot about the 10 of clubs, which is essentially a bit of a guess. Here again, I was lucky. I think that I made a bad double here. Probably should just be happy that they're in 5 diamonds. As I mentioned, to get human players, I would just assume that they'd overbid, and that wouldn't happen at every table. But I kind of assumed that every single table would be bidding to 5 diamonds here because it was an uninterrupted auction from the robots. So yeah, here, have I got 3 tricks? Well, probably not. I just felt that with 4 diamonds to the king jack, it might be sufficiently inconvenient for them. However, my double, the bad thing about my double is that it definitely exposes the diamond situation. Because really the correct play without the double, I believe, with this diamond holding, if you've got enough entries, is to run the queen, go to dummy, run the queen around to the king, and then go back and finesse again. That way you only lose 1 trick unless both honors are in this hand. Whereas after I doubled, I really don't know why he didn't play the ace of run the 10 of ace of diamonds and then run the 10 of diamonds. Definitely should have done that. Mind you, my partner has a spade trick as it happens, so that was kind of lucky. My partner's got queen 10 and others, so I think actually we're always beating that because, as long as I go up with the ace clubs, but I'm always going to do that. So yeah, a little bit lucky there. My partner, so yeah, actually my partner has a spade trick, so it doesn't look like it's there on any sort of play, but somehow he did manage to not lose a spade trick, but did lose the 2 diamonds and the ace of clubs. So that gave me 83%. If I hadn't doubled, yeah, see, that was what I was worried about. If I hadn't doubled, I wasn't going to be beating all those people that didn't double. I don't know. And yeah, as you see, the contract was made quite a few times. So that's interesting. 34 people doubled, so quite a lot of people did double. Anyway, I ended up getting really a lot of mistakes from the robots there that helped me along a lot. So it was nice, and we might try again next week, although it's the first week of June. Sometimes I've got work issues and don't have time to play. All right, thanks very much for watching, everyone, and bye for now.